Welcome everyone, Joe with ECRM over at our pet session in Florida. And with me is Paul from the Original Poop Bag Company. I've been calling him the Poop Bag Guy to my colleagues over here. And he's been to 22 ECRM sessions. He's had a lot of success. He's got a really cool lineup of products all around poop, which is a fun topic to talk about.
Necessary thing, yeah.
So thanks for joining us, and tell us about the company. Take us through some of the products that you have here.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for having me and taking the time. So Original Poop Bags, I founded the company back in 2003. So we're a little over 20 years now. Started with one SKU. Now we sell all around the world. We do tons of private label for major corporations. Whole bunch of different products now that we've expanded out to, and I'll kind of cover on those. First up, we do a 92% plant-based poop bag. So yeah, go ahead. So 92%. So what that does is offsets 92% of the oil or petroleum that would go into make traditional plastic. This one's made from sugar cane, which is pretty cool because they take the sugar cane, make sugar, then they take and wash it in these basically a water bin, and then they burn it at the power plant. And then they would have burned that stalk. They instead take that and make it into a poop bag. So this is on its fourth life cycle.
So that stalk, what would happen to it otherwise?
Yeah, they would have burned it.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, they would just burn it, or they which releases more carbon.
Okay.
Or they just, like I said, make it into this poop bag. So we do all different sizes. All of them to say is certified by the USDA. So we are the first company to be certified by the USDA for their bio-preferred program. So it means all of these go off to a lab and come back and get certified for that. Our standard line is 38%, so 38% bio-based. And then this one is pretty unique because it's called...
This is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's called our countdown rolls. So as you can see right there, they're numbered from 15 to 1. So if you're a dog owner, you have multiple dogs, whatever, you're going to run out. So you always know when to grab another roll for that. And that's a patented feature for us. One of the neat things that we do is it's called You Buy, We Donate. So with all these products, everybody's product is thick, strong, reliable, all the buzzwords. What I always say that we're more than a poop bag. And what that means is that we do a lot of other things through this product. So the San Diego Zoo and Wildlife Alliance is one of the things that we supported in the past through our You Buy, We Donate program. So everything supports some type of usually eco-friendly or sustainable philanthropic mission. So in the last year and a half, I've helped rescue 7 elephants from captivity in Thailand and Laos. And they were former logging elephants. They were in the tourism industry, in the riding industry. We got them freed. We built jaguar-proof dog houses in Mexico. We relocated sea turtle nests when the plastic was so deep the turtles couldn't lay their eggs. So everybody who purchases our products also gets access to that social media. They can use it on their socials. We could give them a white labeled version that they could end with it. So what I always say is the conclusion of that is to be a change maker. So any individual can be a change maker, but especially retail stores can be a change maker because they can really make a big difference. So it's more than a poop bag. You buy, we donate, and then be a change maker. And together as a team, we can hopefully save the planet.
Well, quick question.
Yep.
Do they use poop bags for elephants? And how big will those bags be?
Well, it's funny. Okay, I'll switch.
All right, this is really cool too. Check this out.
That was a funny lead-in.
This can be that.
I actually did this. So while we were picking it up, this one is called the backyard bags. Obviously a really big one, but it's basically like 2 shopping bags but with a glove. So if you have a backyard, people walk around, they let the dog go all week, and then it's like, oh, we're having a barbecue this weekend. I got to get out there. They can run around, go pick all these up, toss them in here, and boom. And I've got a video. I think I put 20 pounds of potatoes in here.
Wow.
But when I was in Thailand, I actually did it as a joke. I went and picked up the elephant poop.
There you go. Okay, perfect.
Which you can also make poop paper. We made paper out of the elephant's poop.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. You can do complete recycling.
Yeah,
right?
it's all about upcycling. And then we are the official poop bags for Peanuts for Snoopy. So we've got a whole Snoopy line of different poop bags. We've got another one coming out for seasonal because they're really big, and Halloween and Christmas and all that stuff. So those will be coming out. And a couple different
I have to
designs.
tell you, you don't know this, but in my apartment I have Snoopy paintings all over my
Nice.
apartment because he's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. So
Joe Cool.
he's always my favorite. So yeah, this one is right up my alley. But yeah.
Okay.
I love it. When I saw that jumped out right away.
Yeah, that's awesome. Our dispenser, and this dispenser is also made with 38% plant material. And then one of the other more unique things is this is called cat fittings. So this is a 7-pound bag of cat litter, but it's got a 98% bio-based rating from the USDA for bamboo. So this is 98% bamboo and basically glue, and it turns it into like small pellets.
Okay.
But a 7-pound bag like that is equivalent to 40 pounds of clay litter, but there's no strip mining.
Okay.
There's no other chemicals added. So if you have that in your house, no matter how much you like it or not, cats are going to track around.
Yep.
It's really good for because if women at pregnancies, there's a lot of chemicals and things like that in there. So you avoid all that.
Yeah.
And then you can flush that, or you can dump it in your compost bin or whatever. Even if you put it in the send it to the landfill, you're sending 7 pounds instead of 40 pounds every time that you're buying the litter. So we won Best New Cat Litter from Pet Business Magazine for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're obviously very passionate about this stuff. You have a lot of cool products. You've had some successes over the years. So tell me about your experience with the ECRM over the years.
I mean, I don't even remember how we first found out about it, but we've had great success at ECRM. A lot of times it may take a long time. We literally are just getting ready to close a deal that was probably started 3 years ago. Actually, another person that I met here today, we talked at one of our very first ECRMs, and things lined up. We got a start that couldn't go, and I think we're going to finally get that one going. So some happen quick, some happen after a long time. I was kind of shocked when I was at 23 of these or whatever, 22, 23. And, but it's just like anything. I mean, in sales, you got to stay in the race, and like, you got to check in, people switch, but, you get to see different people here. Like, you get to know people over the years and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Well, you get those relationships, and that's what it's all about. So what was like your quickest deal from an ECRM and your longest? You said 3 years was your longest, right?
Yeah, I would say, well, no, I think actually if we close this other one,
it would be even longer.
The other one's officially closed, and like it's in production.
Yeah.
This one I would have to say that's got to be pre-COVID.
Okay, yeah.
So that's got to be.
Well, that threw a wrench in the works.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that kind of like, that's like a little blip of years that, but it's the coming again and again and building those relationships. And like you said, so and you got all the networking functions and stuff. I'm guessing you seem to be a very affable guy. You like mixing it up with everybody, right?
Yeah, so, that's a rugby player.
Yeah. So, but I think the networking part is important too, and keeping those relationships.
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, like I said, and the great thing I love about ECRM is like the social activities, the things that are sort of help that coordinate. No matter how outgoing you are, every time you're in sales, you're always like throwing yourself out there. So I like when there's organized things that helps break the ice, activities. Getting to sit with people and things like that. I really like that part of it. But yeah, and I would say for the quickest deal, I think we've probably done something came to, I would say like a agreement while we were there, and within a week or two.
Wow,
close the deal. Yeah.
That's like the fast. I haven't heard quicker than that.
Yeah. So we've got two ends of the extreme.
Yeah, and look, that's how it happens. It depends. You may meet with a buyer and they just review the category. So that's at least another year.
Yeah.
And then,
getting on the schedule.
But you got to stay in touch and do that. So, yeah. So, what do you have new in the works that you could talk about?
So we have some really cool products. So like we can do a bunch of different products outside of the category. One neat one for the cat fittings line that we have coming is it's going to be a disposable litter pan made out of sugarcane with the litter in it, and then you'll be able to peel back the top. So it's great for traveling, going on, dropping your pet off, something like that. If your pet is sick, you got to quarantine them or separate them. So that'll be an interesting one in the cat fittings line. For Peanuts line, we're getting ready to do a new seasonal pack. So it's going to have multiple rows. So we'll have one for like for Valentine's Day, then one for Cool Joe for the summer, one for like Thanksgiving and Halloween, and then one for Christmas.
Okay.
So no matter where you buy the pack in the year, you can kind of start on that season and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, Joe Cool Poops.
Yep. And Snoopy bobblehead.
Nice.
So like our dispenser, but this one will be like a silicone head. And then it'll be put a roll in and be able to hold that out. So that's another one coming.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming and joining us over the years.
Cool.
And I know I'm going to see you at the Yappy Hour tonight.
All right, the Yappy Hour.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Appreciate it. All right, thank you.